Hello and good day to everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Today is going to be the last day of some of the basic stuff. We're going to kind of go over kind of everything, work on a little bit of everything. I have a training pack made, and we're going to do that, try and get through that, and yeah, it should be pretty chill. We're just kind of recapping everything before we start getting into the intermediate things. Let's go ahead and warm up real quick. If you're already warm, feel free to skip ahead. If you're not warm, then just hang out with us. Let everyone know down in the comments how you're doing, how the training's been, if you've hit any good shots lately. You know, just those kinds of things. Been having a blast with the series. I hope you guys have as well. I do appreciate all the support thus far, and I hope it continues to help people. I don't have Baka's mod on. I just realized I should probably get that on because I prefer it. Yeah, we're just gonna get warmed up. Oh, big lag spike there. Oh, another one. Always happens when you start up Baka's mod. Yeah, I think my air dribbles have gotten a lot better. I've been hitting a few more in games every now and again, feeling a little more confident here and there, which is honestly key, I feel like, a lot of the time. And it's been good. Oh, there we go, map change. Feel free to let me know if anyone's gone up in rank lately, or if you have a ranked goal. I love hearing about people's progress and their hopes and such for the season. I've been hanging out in Champ 2 to 3 in ones, and yeah, really hoping to peek through to GC this season. I think I just got to get the games in. Already feeling pretty warm, not gonna lie, so I think we'll just get right into it. I'll show you guys the training pack that we'll be using, kind of like how it's intended to be used, and kind of some goals to set for yourself. I think for training packs, where they have certain shots, try and 100% it like 3 times in a row, and like once you do that, I'd say then you're ready to move on to something a little more complicated, a little more struggling, because really what you're looking for if you want to rank up is just getting that consistency down to the point where you could do it that many times in a row. After you hit it that many times in a row, don't just start going into harder stuff. Try and do that, I don't know, for a week straight. Try and hit it 100% in a row for a week straight, because you're not going to play the same every day, you know? So you want to make sure you're practicing and able to consistently hit these even on your bad days. So there's my spiel for you guys, my advice, Plant Daddy Advice 101. All right, let's get into the training pack. It'll be down in the description, it'll be in a comment probably, maybe pinned somewhere, and it will probably be on screen as well. So it's intro to intermediate aerials is going to be, it has 12 shots in it. I think this is one of the biggest ones I've made so far, yeah. So it's going to have 12 shots kind of covering a wide spectrum of things. I'm probably not going to be able to hit all of these. I don't expect anyone to first time. You don't have to hit these all before you go into the next video, obviously, but just keep in mind it's something that's good. This one's just a self-set shot, because you know how I am about setting those up. Make sure you do this from both sides. And just work on getting your air dribble set up. Make sure you're remembering the basics. Get that pop, get the feather, control, toggle ball cam if you need to. But should be able to do it pretty well by now. Especially since we're going into more difficult things here soon. If you mess up like this, always try and like recorrect it if you can. Make sure you know what to do if you get a bad touch. Maybe try and follow it up still. Maybe get a double tap. Something like that. Maybe imagine you have a teammate. Try and pass to him if you can. It's just good to know that you can come back after you've made a big blunder, if you will. Just don't try and overcompensate. Sometimes if you mess up, you just have to deal with the mess up. If you want to try the setup in different ways, you can. You can go for different types of air dribbles if you'd like. Try and hit it into different spots on the net. Try and take it all the way to the opposite corner. Just really whatever is going to kind of challenge you the most, I'd say. That's just the first shot. Pretty basic. Just making sure you've got the fundamentals down nice and clean like. Where you don't have to air roll. Whatever's most comfortable for you. Next shot's just a little bit further back. Try and make sure it's still a little bit back to get your setup. And if you want, you can always go for just a boomer, maybe even a double tap, stuff like that. I'm gonna mess that one up. Yeah, don't worry about not getting it your first time. This is just so we can work on our consistency, get better, and improve. Get that rank we want. Yeah. Remember to follow the speed of the ball, the play, everything. Practice from both sides. Don't be too stressed out. Try and stay relaxed. Make sure you're in a good place. Make sure you're chilling, not tilted. Because you want to keep a positive mind while you're training. Try from the other way. Nothing too crazy just yet. Tomorrow's video will be finally getting into some of the intermediate stuff. The starting theme for that's going to be just really making yourself uncomfortable, so there's going to be some pretty uncomfortable shots coming up soon. Just to kind of make our brain work past some of the uncomfortable angles that you can find yourself in while doing an air dribble. We'll get to the next shot here. This one's, you're going to have to flip a little bit, I think, to really get it set up well. This is just kind of getting you used to some of those uncomfortable shots. You're not always going to have the ability to set up the air dribble yourself. Sometimes you're going to have to follow that touch, and from there, you're going to have to control it. So that's kind of what this shot here is for. Sometimes you might have to boom it and get that double touch. And it's just good practice, getting used to the kind of quicker kind of speed of play here. And this will happen a lot, especially around the champ range, because there's going to be lots of clears across the side net, a lot of weird 50s, things like that. I'd say try and carry it. I'm obviously not super great at that yet, but I do recommend just trying to get it downfield and score it. Because the more you can control this kind of a touch, the better. That was a pretty clean one. Remember to appreciate when you're doing something well, too. Don't always be harping on yourself. It's good to have self-criticism, but it's also good to have self-appreciation, so just remember that. Practice from both sides as always. Tell this is one of the harder ones for me, so this is one that I know that I'll want to keep an eye on and get better control with this. This is probably one of the further, harder shots in the pack. Again, just kind of getting our minds ready for some of those harder, more difficult and uncomfortable situations that we're going to have to try and learn as we get better and better at air dribbles. Here's another not self-set one, because you're going to have these kind of awkward angles every now and again where someone's going to get some sort of a clear to this wall here, and you're going to, have the opportunity to go for air dribble if you want. And it's just kind of good to get used to these. You can also speed it up quick and try and get it into a second touch if you'd like. Practice your flip resets if you want, because those are important-ish. Depends on your rank, in my opinion. Never hurts to practice, though. Unless you're practicing the wrong way, of course. So do your best to focus on getting really clean, fluid air dribbles with like multiple touches. It's good practice. You're getting a nice carry. And I lost control there, but that's why we keep practicing these things. The more and more you practice, the better you'll get. And consistency is just one of those things you honestly just have to put the hours into. Why we're doing this 30-day challenge to kind of force ourselves to get a little bit better. This one is another self-set one, but for midfield. Kind of the same idea here, except you set it up yourself. Good to practice like different types of setups. Maybe fake like you're not gonna go for that and then go for it. Just try and imagine you are playing like against people, or you're in a game and there's some scenario that's happening, like someone pre-jumps you and then you fake that you're at a boost for a sec. It's a real good one. You go up, you fake, and then you carry it back up here. For some reason it works on a lot of people, even though they can, like, maybe they see you grab this boost, maybe they don't see it, but sometimes you can really fake people out with not boosting for like a majority. And it's really good because if you get a good setup where you're just floating like this, and then you can get that next little touch afterward, after they jump or looks like they're going to commit. Like here, you can fake and then catch it later. Again, this is just kind of going over everything we've learned so far. This one you can catch like this, or you can try and go up like this. Both are viable. Obviously the latter is a little more difficult, but it's good to have an idea how to get this kind of a setup, I think. As it does come up every now and again, and sometimes you'll want to be able to beat an opponent to the ball. Maybe you don't have time to try and catch it, or you don't think you have time to catch it. But yeah, just kind of the idea here is when we're doing this, you can even like take it over to this wall like this, see if you can get a nice setup like this. There's just a lot of different things you can do with this one. Maybe even take it to the side, try and get it to the wall, outplay your opponent, get an aerial going. It's good to just kind of think of different scenarios for the same thing like this, you know? You don't want to always go at the shot the exact same way every single time. It just gets you used to different scenarios. Maybe you have to dribble it for a sec this way, keep an eye on your opponent, then go up. You want to fake the touch again. Speed it up really quick. Now you have a faster ball. You go for a different aerial. Just stuff like that. Just something to think on. Personally, I should probably work on this one, where I get the touch and try and follow it up. Again, remember to do both sides. It's good to like look at your setup too and just see like what works better, what doesn't work. Maybe even go after the bounce like that if you're trying to fake. That's what I kind of struggle with. I think it's the bounce after that I get weirded out with here. But as long as you're trying multiple things and developing your skill set, that's all we're looking for here. This one's kind of a self-set too, but the ball's rolling a little bit closer to the net, just so you stay good at that, stay consistent with these. We have to hit it at the backboard for a sec. Remember, there's 2 sides to practice from. Go for a fake for a sec. Different setups. Try and hit it maybe to the other corner this time. Let me go up to the ceiling. As long as you're really focusing on trying your best. That's all we're going for here. This one's a little closer than the other one, so it might be a little more awkward. To feather your boost, carry your energy through the ball. Don't worry if you can't get it yet. You don't have to get it every time. We're just working on consistency. This one's a kind of ground to air dribble here. My brain isn't working all of a sudden. That's why it's good to practice these different angles, because you never know what's going to feel different in a different day. This one's a little bit further back. You just want to get a good pop on it. Obviously, I kind of struggle with these myself, but it's all the better to try and work on them. Everyone's been enjoying this pack so far. Let me know in the comments how you're enjoying it, or if you're excited for the next set of stuff, getting down into intermediate. This is the final shot. This one's a little different. It's further away and a little harder to hit, even for myself. I just wanted to have a more difficult one. This is just one to kind of make it really uncomfortable for you. Just kind of get your mind ready to do some different stuff. Try and get a good first touch. If you can, try and transition it into more of a clean kind of air dribble, which is pretty difficult, but it's a great thing to practice. Also will give you a good idea of where you need to hit the ball in relation to when you're under it here. Will kind of give you a good idea of where you need to touch it, how fast you need to be. As if you can tell here, I'm kind of getting a little too fast, and a lot of these hits I'm kind of getting ahead of the ball. And that's not what we really want from a good air dribble. You want to be able to get back to it and get a consecutive nice little carry. Again, I don't expect anyone to really be hitting these super consistently. It's just something that's good to keep in mind and just have as a reminder. Like this. There you go. That was like the perfect example. That's kind of what you want to shoot for this shot, I think. Just good to really push yourself every now and again. Got a little overzealous there with the last touch. Feel free to let me know down in the comments how long it took you to complete this training pack 100%. And yeah, share your progress with everyone. Let us know how you've been enjoying this journey. I've been having a blast with this. I've already seen improvement in my aerials, and I've just been having a great time sharing this kind of experience and journey with all you guys. I think we're coming up to the end of the video here. I hope you guys had a great time today. I had a blast, and I really appreciate everyone. So thanks everyone for watching. I think that's going to be it for today. Nice.